Okay, so let's start with today's class. And we are discussing about Parikshit Maharaj. So Parikshit Maharaj, after his after Parikshit Maharaj's uncles and father and grandmother all retired to the forest, he became the king. He married a nice princess. Her name was Madravati, and she's the daughter of Uttara. Now, Uttara is a man here. There's also Uttara, who is Parikshit's mother, Abhimanyu's wife, Uttara. So this is a person whose his father-in-law and mother have the same name. Okay. But they're two different people, different Uttaras. And so his wife, he got married, and then he had 4 sons. And the oldest son is Janame Jaya. So Parikshit was ruling the kingdom really nice, based on all the principles he learned from his uncle Yudhishthira and his father Arjuna, Bhima. All of them gave him good knowledge, and so he was ruling the kingdom, and he was blessed by Krishna even at the time of his birth. So he was one of the best kings ever. And but then he started to see symptoms of irreligion or Kali starting to affect his kingdom. So Kali is the yuga we are in. So at the end of the Kurukshetra war was the end of Dwapara Yuga, and then the Kali Yuga had started. And the beginning of the Kali Yuga, because of he was ruling during Kali Yuga, the symptoms of Kali, which is quarrel and hypocrisy, started coming into his kingdom. And then he was thinking, what should I do about this? So he started to get his chariot, his army, and he said, okay, all these bad influences coming from outside, because I'm ruling very nice, and making sure everybody is following all the nice principles. Women are respected, and nobody is getting hurt. Everybody has even a nice all their needs satisfied, basic needs. So then why is all this quarrel and hypocrisy coming? So he decided he'll have to go fight all the neighboring kingdoms and make sure they are all surrendered to him, so that all the good rules that he follows can be followed by those kingdoms also, and their people also be nice. So he decided, I'm going to go and conquer all the entire earth. And so he did. And wherever he went, everybody remembered and was praising Parikshit Maharaj, because he is the son of Pandava. And Pandavas are great devotees. And they were also saying about how Krishna protected Parikshit in the womb of Uttara from the weapon of Ashwadhama. All these stories were being told when he was going around the world, and he was feeling very happy to hear about his forefathers and hear about the Supreme Lord. And he was giving a lot of charity to everyone. So he was feeling very happy. And then he heard about many stories of Krishna, but especially one story made him really full of bhakti and cry, and he was just crying tears of love for Krishna when he heard how Krishna, even though he's a supreme Lord and supreme controller, he just acted as a friend of the Pandavas, his forefathers. Krishna would take a menial task of being a driver of a chariot for Arjuna. He would listen to Yudhishthira. If Yudhishthira says, don't go now, Krishna will listen to that. Now, if somebody is the richest person and he can control of everything, would he give up his control and listen to what his driver says no, right? So when he heard how Krishna is so renunciated, and how Krishna loves his devotees, and Krishna is taking such a low position when he's with his great devotees, Parikshit Maharaj was so much full of love for Krishna, hearing all those stories where Krishna would just be a messenger or a friend or a night watchman for his devotees. So this was happening, and then meanwhile, in another part of the kingdom, there was a cow who is represented by Mother Earth. So she was very tired and thin and distressed and sad, and she was sitting there, and then a bull, which is representing religion, religious activities or dharma, in the form of a bull, approached this cow, and this bull has only one feet left or one leg left. So this bull is asking Mother Cow, oh Mother Earth, why are you so sad? What has gotten to you? Is it because you're having some disease, or is it because you have a relative who's too far away, or is it because you're seeing me with only one leg now, or is it because there are so many meat eaters who are going to eat you, so you are afraid you would be slaughtered? Or is it because at this point, none of the demigods are getting any sacrifices, so they're not powerful anymore? So that he started thinking of many reasons why Mother Earth as a cow would be so sad. And so he was thinking, are you, because there is a famine or drought, is that why you're sad? Or are you sad because like women and children were left by men, and then men were going away to do their thing, and the women and children were left alone? Is that the reason why you're sad? Because all these things were starting to happen. And then he was asking, is it because there are brahmanas who are acting like brahmanas, but were not really learned in the actual ways of religion, but they were just acting and trying to mislead. So who should be teaching others the right thing? So when kids get taught the wrong thing, is that the reason why you're sad? Or were you sad because nobody was following the rules of eating, sleeping, drinking, mating, or like having children? Is any of that being, because no rules are being followed? Are you sad because of that? Or are you sad because Krishna, who came and was touching you with his feet, because the earth, right? So and now Krishna has went back to Goloka, is that why you're sad? So Mother Cow says, yes, actually the last reason that you thought was my reason of being sad is the reason that Krishna is not here physically present in the world, and he has completed his pastimes, and that's why Mother Earth is sad. So Mother Earth says, when Krishna is here, he arranged so that all the demons were destroyed, and he established all good activities in the world. And then when anybody is connected to Krishna all the time, then there's always truthfulness is there, cleanliness is there. So there's mercy for another person. If somebody else is sad, others want to help, that nature is there. Everybody control their anger. They wouldn't like lose control of themselves, because when you get angry, you don't know what you do. So that such things don't happen when you're connected to Krishna. When you're satisfied, you're straightforward, your mind is steady, you can control your senses, you're responsible, there's equality, you think everybody similarly, you don't do partiality, you tolerate other people. So all these good aspects like faithfulness, knowledge, leadership, all this was there, but now that Krishna has left, people have started getting degraded. So while they were discussing this, that's when Parikshit Maharaj arrived at that scene. So you see a river where you see a river where mother cow and bull are standing. That is river Saraswati. So Parikshit Maharaj arrived at that place, and he saw this cow so sad and sitting there. And then he saw the bull standing on the one leg. All other legs were gone, and also there was this man who was dressed like a king, but he was beating the last leg of the bull. So these are all allegorical, all this has a meaning. So the person who was trying to beat the bull's last leg that it was standing, Parikshit Maharaj got very, very angry. He was like, how could you do this? Why are you hurting this poor bull who has 3 legs are already gone, and the last leg you're trying to beat that? How bad person you should be. And so this bull, so Parikshit Maharaj asked this bull. The bull is like as white as a lotus white lotus flower, and Parikshit Maharaj was asking this bull, "Who are you?" And then the bull says, at this point, everybody thinks that all that is happening, happiness or sadness, it is because of one's own self. So you are in control of your destiny. Some people think like that. Some people think that there are powers that are beyond your control that is controlling you. And others feel that it is because of your activity that you go through happiness and sadness. And then there are other thinkers who think that there is no point in arguing about why there is distress and sadness in this world. So Parikshit Maharaj, when he heard this kind of very profound and deep discussion from this, when this bull was saying, he understood this bull was not an ordinary bull. He was actually representing religion itself, or dharma. And because he's very intelligent, we mentioned that earlier, Parikshit Maharaj is able to understand, and Parikshit Maharaj understands it. He is the bull, and the 3 legs were lost because dharma or religious activity is represented by 4 legs or 4 pillars. One is austerity, another is cleanliness. So and the third one is so it is a mercy, and then there is truthfulness. So austerity, cleanliness, mercy, and truthfulness, these are the 4 pillars of any religion, and the 3 of those pillars were broken already. So in Satya Yuga, all these 4 pillars stood, but with each yuga getting over, each pillar of religion was getting broken. And And in Kali Yuga, the last pillar that was standing was truthfulness. That was also being broken by this man who was acting as he was a king. So so Parikshit Maharaj got very angry with this man who was trying to break the last pillar of religion, and he said, "Who are you? Why are you doing this? And I'm going to kill you because you're trying to hurt religion and Mother Earth. So you have to die." But then, Kali, as you can see in the picture, he fell on his feet and he was surrendered. He started to surrender to Parikshit Maharaj and said, "Oh, please, please, don't do, I surrender at your lotus feet. Wherever you say, tell me to go, I will go." And he said, "I'm Kali," because he's the personification of Kali, which is the nature of this yuga that we are in, Kali Yuga. So he said, so Parikshit Maharaj said, "Okay, since you have surrendered to me, you cannot stay in my kingdom. I'll let you go, but because if you stay, then there would always be bad things happening, and the last leg of religion will also be broken. So I don't want you to stay here." And Kali said, "Hey, this whole earth now belongs to you. Where can I go? And my responsibility is to be here. So you have to give me someplace else to stay." So Parikshit Maharaj said, "Okay, okay. So then if you insist, then you can go stay in places where there is gambling, where there is alcohol drinking, where there is prostitution, where there is animal slaughter. So all these bad things where it happens, you can go there." And then Kali said, "Oh, that's not enough. I need another place, because in your kingdom right now, all these bad things are not happening. I need another place." So then Parikshit Maharaj said, "Oh, okay. So then why don't you go where there is a lot of gold?" So so that's how Kali goes to people in these 5 places in Kali Yuga. So that's why so person who accumulates and keep a lot of gold and very proud of being the richest person, that's where Kali is. And then there is anywhere there is all these bad activities happening, the drinking, smoking, gambling, all these places. Yes, yes, Nitinji, do you have a question? Okay.
Those accidentally unmuted. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So I think that is about it for this class. But one thing you can all remember is the 4 pillars of religion. And so anybody can recollect what they are? Let me try to have a whiteboard here. So anybody knows the 4 pillars of religion we discussed? That's the most important topic of today is
Truthfulness.
yes.
One more topic.
Yes, yes. So let me write it here. So first is austerity.
And truthfulness.
Yes. Then truthfulness is last. So austerity. Then there's cleanliness. Then there's mercy. And then there's truthfulness. So these are the 4 pillars of religion. And so Srila Prabhupada told us the 4 regulative principles, that we have to do no meat eating. And that is this pillar of mercy. We have mercy on animals. not to eat them, so that we show mercy to other living entities. Now, then you'll say, hey, plants are also living, but then plants are meant for human consumption, and the amount of violence that is there for eating plants is not there for um, so the amount of violence is more when animals are killed. So that means when you're eating animals, that means you don't have any mercy. Okay, so that is so no meat eating. Then Prabhupada told us no, so austerity, that means like one should be married to one should be husband and wife, and there should be no illicit relationships, is what austerity means. Because if you let your senses go and do whatever your senses want, you want to be have a relationship with one beautiful man or woman, then you think, oh, this is not good, now I want another. So that is against austerity principle. So today we can see all this happening in this world, that one man and woman, they're not satisfied, they just don't want, they just get divorced, then they get married again, married so many times, or even without marriage they're staying. All this is happening. This is all symptoms of Kali Yuga. So that is the principle of austerity is being is not followed in this yuga. Then cleanliness. So this is an important principle of religion. That's why Prabhupada told us no intoxicants. So what are intoxicants? Drinking, smoking, drugs, all that. So that breaks another leg of religion if you don't follow that. So you're not clean anymore. You're full of drugs or all that. We already discussed mercy because you're compassionate, and truthfulness means no gambling. So these are the 4 regulative principles that Srila Prabhupada told us to follow. That way we are also following the 4 legs of the right religion, and then we are chanting the holy names of the Lord, so we can go home back to Godhead. Okay, so thank you for listening. Now we'll go to the Kahoot quiz. So everybody take your phones and get ready when I find out how to start. Sorry, the class went over a little bit, but that was a very important topic, and that's what we learned from Srimad Bhagavatam. 6619240. Oh, nobody's joining.
Give me 1 minute, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Okay, Nitinji and Ayana are in. Okay, Sonakshi ji, are you still working on getting
Yes,
in?
Prabhuji.
Okay, okay. Okay, Ice Queen is in. Okay, Tarunji,
Just
can
one
we
more.
start? Or are you joining? Or your internet is too slow? Okay, looks like Tarunji left. So we can start. Okay, first question. Why did Parikshit decide to take his military and conquer the whole world? He wanted to have fun by fighting in war. He decided more property. There was irreligion spreading and coming into his kingdom. All of the above. Okay, all of you got that right. Awesome job. You weren't confused by the all of the above. I tried to trick you, but you tricked me and got it right. So good job. Okay, what color were the horses of Parikshit? What animal did he have on the flag of his chariot? His horses were black and there was a lion on his flag. His horses were white and there was a monkey. His horses were brown and there was an elephant. His horses were gray and there was a donkey, which is right. Yeah. So his horses were black. So if we go back to the picture, you would see that the black horses, and I forgot to mention that his chariot, the flag on his chariot had a lion on it because he was a great fighter and a great king. So lion represents strength. Okay, Tarunji is back on. Ball. Okay, third question. What was the name of Parikshit's wife and father-in-law? Uttara Abhimanyu, Madravati Uttara, Subhadra Janamejaya, Kunti Bhishma. So by elimination, you should know that Uttara we said is his mother's name and also father-in-law's name. And Madravati is his wife. Now, if you see Abhimanyu is his father, so it cannot be father-in-law. And then Subhadra is his grandmother, so it can't be Subhadra. And Kunti is his great grandmother, so cannot be Kunti. Okay. All right, Nitinji is first place, Ayana, Ice Queen, and Tarunji. Fourth question. Why was Mother Earth, who pretended herself as a cow, very sad and emaciated? She was sad that Krishna had completed his pastimes and left. She didn't get grass. She didn't like kings at that time. She was sad about the bull. Yes. She was Mother Earth, who was acting as a cow. She was sad because Krishna had left. Very good, very good. Second last question. Why did the bull representing religion have only one leg left? Austerity, cleanliness, mercy were gone. Truthfulness, cleanliness, mercy were gone. Austerity, truthfulness, mercy were gone. Austerity, cleanliness, truthfulness was gone. Yes, the first is the right answer. Truthfulness was the only thing remaining and only leg remaining, and it was being beaten by Kali. Okay, last question for today. Where was Kali allowed to live in Parikshit's kingdom? Gambling, prostitution, drinking alcohol, animal slaughter, all of the above, and where there was excessive gold. Yes, everybody got that right. So that means today's class was successful and everybody are winners. Good job, everyone. So who is in the third place? Ice Queen. Second place goes to Ayana. And first place goes to Nitinji. We missed your brother Santoshi also today. But
Yes.
congratulations on the
Exactly.
first place and congratulations to everyone, including Tarunji, who couldn't join because of his internet issues. But we really love your association and please come and give your association as much as possible, all of you, because we can learn together. Thank you very much. Vancha kalpatarupasya kripa sindhupya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna. Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.